Hello, everyone. I am, and I'm going to be talking about the VMAs. This video is just going to be talking about the performances from the VMAs. So I hope you enjoyed. I really enjoyed all of the performances. Like, I don't think there's one that I liked more. I mean, well, there is. There is things that I've liked more. So I put it in a list. There was 15 performances that night, and so I'm just gonna talk about the least from the best. You might not like the way I like what's the worst and what's the best, but this is all my opinion. If you disagree, in the comments, tell me which one do you like more. Maybe I should switch it. I don't know. I think the top might get people upset because, but yeah. So we're just gonna start. Number 15, Jack Harlow, What's Poppin'. Now, I like the performance. Oh, also, I'm going to be talking about the performances, like the pre-show performances and the performances from the actual event all together. So, yeah. Anyway, back to Jack Harlow. So, his song, What's Poppin', I heard it on TikTok. So I was like, oh, this is the guy it just kind of get together. He was rapping, and then, basketball players were shooting hoops. Well, I don't know if they're just people playing basketball behind him, and then there was cheerleaders. It was a fun performance. It didn't really get me, hyped as the other ones. It was just like, what's poppin'? I was dancing a little bit, but, nothing super exciting. Number 14, Cinco Beso. Wait, CNCO Beso. I don't know if I'm going to say it right, but I think that's how you say it. It was an interesting performance. The song was, good. I danced to it. Didn't understand it because, I don't know how to speak Spanish, but it was like, it's catchy, and like they were doing their dances and stuff and like popping, laughing. It was fun. But I think I put this at number 14 because, like, the dancing was fun, like the dance break, that was cool and everything. But I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it as much as everyone else. But the songs were okay and the dancing was fine, nothing bad. Number 13. Now, people might be mad that I put this here, but I'm sorry. But the Black Eyed Peas, Vida Loca, and I Got a Feeling. I just wasn't feeling this performance. Honestly, I don't know. It could be that it was the end of the show and, I was a little tired. It could be also that, but I rewatched it and I was like, this is a cool performance, but do I really enjoy it? Like, it's okay. I Got a Feeling. Love that song. I Got a Feeling. But I don't know. It was a good performance. There was lights places. Saw the performance, you would know. And then the girl, I didn't have a problem with someone else singing, I Got a Feeling with them. It would be so cool if Fergie was up there. Oh my gosh, that would be like an amazing thing. But, that didn't happen. A lot of people were upset. They were like, oh my gosh. And I was just like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I might change something at the end. I might change it, the order, because looking back at this, I might change it. But okay. 12, Louis Capaldi, Before You Go. Now, it was such a beautiful performance. It wasn't bland. It was a beautiful performance. I love the singing. I love the piano in the background and him singing. It was beautiful. It just, it just wasn't as like the other things. But yeah, I love the song, and I honestly want to like listen to it. Beautiful. I heard it was for his aunt who, passed away from things. And that's really sad, but such a beautiful performance. I loved it. He actually reminded me of Ed Sheeran when I first like kind of heard him. I was like, and I was like, no, It's someone else. Number 11, Tate McRae. Is that nice? Tate McRae, You Broke Me First. I don't know if that's the title of it, but I just said, You broke me first. You know? I love that performance. The energy. Well, first, in the beginning, she reminded me of Lady Gaga. And I was like, Lady Gaga? But then I was like, no, because it's not. So I was confused for a second. But she did a wonderful job. So she was sitting down on a desk and she was like moving her hand and like, what? Where'd you get the nerve? It was great. I loved it. And then when she got up and really started singing, like sitting on the table and singing and really getting into it. And then her dance break was amazing. I loved it. It was so entertaining. She was on the desk and then she was on the floor and she was dancing. Great. I also loved the way that they like just techno stuff when they were like they moved the camera this way and you just like zoomed into her and then all the flashing lights. It was a lot, but it was great and I loved it. I really loved the performance. Number 10 was Keke Palmer. I just love Keke Palmer. I wasn't expecting her to perform. She performed her song Snack. Amazing. I just love it, you know. I was just like, hey. I was dancing and stuff and she had her Neo outfit with the hat and like her background dancers. It was so fun. It was like a cute performance and I loved it. Keke Palmer is the best. Also, she was the host of this VMAs and she was great, but I'm gonna talk about that in another video. But yeah, Keke Palmer, love you. Number 9, Malum. I think that's what it is. Malu. I think I said Malu. I think that's his name. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. But Malu, Hawaii. This was a song that I really wanted to dance to. Like I was like, hey, get it. Yeah, doing the shoulder movement. It was really entertaining. I loved how everyone was matchy. Like I really love that, you know, the matchy stuff. And then just like the background of everything and how everything tied together was great. He was outside. He was so energetic. You know, he was just, you know, doing a little dance. It was great. I haven't heard his other music, so I, you know, want to check it out. Good job. Good job here. If you hear stuff, I'm so sorry. Like I'm really sorry because people are loud out there for no reason. Number 8, BTS Dynamite. Now, I love BTS. Like, they're amazing. Their songs are great. Love it. Every time they dance, I just feel like I want to dance, even though I can't, you know. And they'll be like, dynamite. And they'll just be dancing. And then they breaking down, and then they kind of did the Michael Jackson, like, It was great. It was a great performance. I loved it. The energy was there. They looked like they were having fun. I don't know if they were having fun. I don't know, but they looked like they were having fun. I just love the whole big group thing and all of them like coming together and all of them singing and stuff and like dancing. It was just like a fun party, and I loved it. And like, ooh, I just love BTS. They're really great. So yeah, BTS Dynamite. Loved it, loved the song. Everything was just great. It tied in all together. Number 7, The Weeknd. Now, The Weeknd, he was the first person to come out, and he really did a good job with it. He was doing his song, Blinding Lights. And for the song concept, you know, he's messed up. You know, he was out getting wild with the boys, but it was great. I love that he really got into character, and he looked like he was out of it, and I was just like, oh. And he was singing everything, and I love how they zoomed into his face, like they were just like, you know, he's out here just, you know, like that. But then when he gets outside, so we don't know that he's outside, but once he's outside, he goes on this ledge, and then they zoom out. And then it's like this, like, I don't know how to pronounce it. Explain it. It's like he's on this ledge thing. I think it's a ledge or whatever, but it's like connected to a building. and he's outside. There's a helicopter, and then you just see the city kind of like just a beautiful view of New York City, and it was just beautiful, and I loved it, and his energy, and he was like, I invent the line. Most of these songs, or not most, but some of them I've heard from TikTok, so I was just like, but yeah, it was so, I love the energy. The Weeknd is amazing. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry for hearing things. Like, I'm really sorry. The Weeknd was great. Loved him. Loved The Weeknd. Hi, The Weeknd. My name is Shanae. But also the makeup was kind of scary. Like, I thought he was just going to do it for the performance, but he was like wearing it, like continue to wear it. Now, number 6, DaBaby. He performed Peephole, Blind, and Rockstar. This performance was really great. I loved how, like, you know, the people behind him, I forgot their name, the Jabberwockies, they're there, and he's like, he was somewhere, and they was like kind of zoomed into him, and then he walks out, and it's like kind of like a robbery situation. He's like, there's money, blah blah blah, you know, it's a whole story going on, and he's just like living it up, kind of like doing his thing while the Jabberwockies are really dancing and just, you know, rapping and stuff, and it's great, it's great, it's great. And then you know, the alarm comes off, I'm pretty sure, and then they're running, and then, you know, you see him with cuffs on, and he's in a police car. And love the mask. Oh, I want to say this. There was a lot of performances with people with masks on. Loved it. The police officers had the mask. I was like, yes, be protected, because you don't know what these people have. But yeah, they were wearing masks, and he was in the, you know, even though I'm talking about them because they're not police. We're not going to get into it, but yeah. So, you know, I've been blind for a while now. Very entertaining. And then the cop car stops, and then it's like a background of New York City, and Rockstar comes on, and he gets on the car and starts jumping, and it's like everything. You have to see it. It's so entertaining, and like, I loved it. That was the best part of his whole performance, is when he was jumping on the cop car. And the way he did it, like, he just looked like a kid who's excited, like a little kid who's like excited and just jumping. Like, that's what he looked like, but I loved it. I'm also want to talk about his outfit. The purple with the yellow and the chain, it just worked. Like, I just, you know, but yeah, that whole thing. And then, like, behind him, New York City was burning, and then they were just out here just partying. It was so entertaining. I loved it. DaBaby, great with the, like, putting all the songs together, like, you know, making it blend in so it doesn't look super obvious, and it's great. It was a great performance. Number 5, Chloe and Halle. Okay, Ungodly Hour. Now, I know this one is more tamer and everything, but even though they didn't have all this stuff behind them, you know, they had lights and stuff. First of all, let's talk about the outfits, because the silver outfits, which it was just everything, you know, the little garment was everything. And then they started singing. Oh, wait, let me talk about when they first came on. Chloe, she was like, hello, everyone. Welcome to the Ungodly Hour. And I was just like, yeah. I was so excited because Chloe and Halle. Do I think they should have been on the pre-show? Do I think they should have been on the main show? Absolutely. But it's whatever. Like, it's whatever. But, like, at the same time, I think they should have been at the... I'm going to talk about more about that. But, yeah. But they were great. Vocals. Just... every time they perform, it's wonderful. Like, there's no performance that I've seen where I'm like, this was bad. Or like, eh. Like, I am like, oh my gosh, they are so good. How were they this good? Like, and I was just mesmerized just watching them. And, you know, most of the time when I watch, you know, songs or performances, like, I'm dancing along or like I'm singing with them. But you have to really just like listen. Like, you can't sing with them. You can't get that high. You can't get that high note. You can't do the runs that they're doing. You just have to sit back and watch. And that's what I was doing. I was sitting back and watching because it was great. Chloe and Halle, amazing. Number 4, Miley Cyrus, Midnight Sky. No. Miley Cyrus will always be someone where when they're gonna perform, I get super like excited and happy because Miley Cyrus is like someone who just goes out there and it's just a great performer. So we see her, she's in this room and she's not dancing, but she's just moving, like, and she's like on the ground and she's going down and she's just feeling it. First of all, let's talk about that what's on her head. She got a mullet. And I don't care because it was beautiful. Like Miley Cyrus is the only one who can pull off a mullet. The only person. Maybe her father too. Billy Ray Cyrus. But that's it. I don't see anybody else pulling off a mullet. She was great at it. Sorry. And first it was like red. And she was like, la 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 la. She was getting it. And it turned blue. And she was still doing her thing and like feeling herself. And it's like, getting it. And then it changed colors again. And she's walking and there's steps right there. It was just some steps. And it turns black. And she's just walking up the stairs and she's like, by you. You feeling like, yeah, don't mess with Miley Cyrus. And then she takes off her like skirt thing and it's just like, underwear under it. And then you see that there's a disco ball, like a huge disco ball right there. And, she rips off it. She goes on the disco ball and she does a wrecking ball moment. And I was freaking out. Like, I was like, yes, like, Miley Cyrus just always brings it. She brings the energy. She brings the vocals. She just brings it. And then she brought back the wrecking ball, situation. But she made it a disco ball. And she was like, I don't need you. I can be better on my own. Like, amazing. I loved it. Like, love the performance. Iconic. Number 3, Machine Gun Kelly featuring Black Bear and Travis Park, and it was My Ex-Friend and Bloody Valentine. I love Machine Gun Kelly. He brings out that rock star that I want to be. He just always has the energy and just like gets me hyped. Like I feel like when I listen to his music, I want to go out and just jump around, and just really feel the music. But he also has like, he's so versatile. Okay, let me not talk about let me stop. Okay, his performance. So he's on the top of a building and he's like singing in the background. It's like pink and stuff. And I think it says Valentine or something. It says something behind him. And, he's doing his thing. He's kind of singing. But he's like, and so he's walking. And then there's a band behind him, a small band like the drums and the guitar. And they're really feeling it. And I think the first person that shows up is Travis Park and then Black Bear, and they're all doing their thing and it's great. And I'm feeling the energy and he's really just, he's got his guitar and he's like, mm. So that was in the morning. And then it just completely goes to like at night. And it's of him like in a building, but it like a weird hole in the building, and then you just see him just going with his guitar and just Bloody Valentine. And I love that song. Oh my gosh, I was really feeling the song. The energy was great. The camera work was amazing. The colors, it was like pink and it was all over. Oh my gosh. And the drummer in both scenes, there were different drummers, I'm pretty sure, but the drummer for Bloody Valentine was amazing. They were just like, flipping it. And he was just having all the energy, loved it. It was amazing. I love that performance. Like, it really just makes me like feel everything. I don't know. It was amazing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about Machine Gun Kelly. Number 2 now. Y'all might be mad at me. But Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande melody, and she was singing melody of much. I don't know what I'm saying. And then she said Rain on Me. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that word. But she sang her songs and Ariana Grande came out. That's what I'm going to say. So she's in bed and it just shows like a video with like a TV and it shows her, you know, like at the VMAs like other times and everything, and it's great. And then she gets out the blanket and she's in this outfit and she goes down this pole and then she starts dancing and feeling it, and it's amazing and it's energetic. And she's in this green suit first, and you know, you're feeling it. And I really loved the set. The set was amazing. I loved it. I loved the outfits that she wore, the changes. So she was first in the green, you know, leather thing, and it was great. And then, you know, the camera pans away from her because she's on the floor and it turns purple. So that was cool. Also, she has a mask. That was great. I think everyone in there had a mask, which was great because I was like, they were feeling, everyone was dancing and feeling it and getting the, you know, the head movements. So yeah, then it turned to Rain on Me. And Rain on Me was great. You know, she was dancing and everything. Lady Gaga, I'm going to say this. Lady Gaga will always have the energy when it comes to dancing and singing. Like, she's an amazing singer, but the dancing, like, she really gets it and everything and just everything. So she was dancing, and then Ariana comes out and she's, you know, doing her thing. And then this is my favorite part of the whole, like, her whole performance. So Ariana comes out and she's singing like hands up to the sky, and like Lady Gaga is on the floor doing this. She's just, I don't know what she's doing, but she's feeling herself and it's great. And it was like, rain on me. And then they start dancing in. It just, best part. Ooh, I want to talk about the background dancers. I love the fact that they all have different outfits. I do love when, you know, background dancers and they match, but I also love when you can put people in different outfits and it works together with what is going on. So yeah, it had a apocalyptic thing. It kind of felt like that for me. But then Ariana Grande and Lady Gaga, they went into this tube thing and they turn around and she does a quick change, and now she's in this pink, like, skin tight outfit, and she gets on this brain. I think it's like a brain. That's what I think. I don't know. But she sits on it and she just starts, like, it's a piano, and she's doing her thing and she's singing and she's, you know, giving the energy and just beautiful vocals. And she walks down and she's dancing even more. And then after she goes back, she climbs into like a ladder and goes back to her like place, and she gets back into like the couch that she was on. And that's how it ends. Loved it. Loved the performance. It was like, I just loved the energy. So now that being said, the best performance for me, Doja Cat, Say So, and Like That. Now, yes, Lady Gaga's performance was amazing. I loved it. But Doja Cat, when Doja Cat, first let's talk about the scene, like everything behind her. I loved the alien like version and they're out, you know, the galaxy behind them, and then this alien setup. So great. I love that, you know, people were matching, but it was like great, and it was like her soldiers or something. And then her outfits with the green hair was amazing. And then she starts singing. It's like, been a long time since you fell in love. You know? Oh, see? Oh, that was embarrassing. But anyway, so she does that, and the remix, like, it just, you know, it makes you, you know, it was great. But I loved I'm gonna say it again, loved the energy, loved when she, you know, the singing, everything, and, you know, she was rapping a little. I just loved it. Everything came together. Like, it just felt just, I don't know, it was just great. like the dancing was there, and she was just, I'm sorry, I have to go back to the outfit because I love that outfit. That outfit was so like good. Oh, also before she started the performance, I loved that she like was playing a different character and she was like, "Who's Doja Cat?" And like I love that. Like it gave me a 2000s like thing, even though it wasn't like set in the 2000s. It gave me like nostalgia kind of. I don't know why, but it did. And just the sass and everything, I just loved it. Everything tied together, it was great. Background dancers, her, great. So yeah, that is my list. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I might switch up the list a little bit. So if I do, I'll record it. If not, then you're gonna see in the next part. Is that okay? So I switched it up a little bit. So at 15, the Black Eyed Peas. I didn't, enjoy their music as the performance as much as others. So yeah, they're 15. 14 is still CNCO performance. And then at 13, Jack Harlow. I feel like I enjoyed it more, especially What's Poppin'. You know. Then at 12, Keke Palmer. Love Keke Palmer. This was kind of hard to do, but I just felt like I just enjoyed other performances more, even though I love Keke Palmer and she really love you. 11, Louis Capaldi. I was really just feeling emotions during that performance. It was amazing. 10, Malu. Yeah. Then at 9, Tate McRae. I feel like I'm saying that wrong. McRae. I'm sorry if I'm saying your last name wrong. At 8, BTS. 7, Weekend. 6, DaBaby. 5, Chloe and Halle. I was thinking about switching 5 and 4 but Miley Cyrus was iconic, so she's still gonna be 4. 3, Machine Gun Kelly with Blackbeard and Travis. That's still 3. Okay, people are probably gonna be mad at me about, the second and first choice. But I'm still gonna give it like number 1 to Doja Cat, and let me explain. I loved Lady Gaga's and Ariana, with Ariana Grande and the whole performance. But I guess it was because I didn't really know most of the songs that were on there. So, I was just listening and it was good, but I couldn't really enjoy it because I was like listening to it as much. I mean, I could still enjoy it, but it just wasn't the same thing. And some of the songs I just wasn't feeling, like the piano, I loved her singing, but I wasn't feeling it that much, even though I love when she does piano performances. I just wasn't feeling it. So yeah, Doja Cat, number 1 is number 1. This might be, I feel like people are gonna be like, what? Lady Gaga was amazing. She was amazing. I just feel like Doja Cat was just a little more, and it's a small thing. So yeah, that's it on me ranking the performances. Comment down below. Which ones did you like more? If you liked all of them or not. Just comment down below. Like this video if you like it. If you like me ranting for a few minutes, good. So that's it. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope that you have a lot of goodness going in your life because there's a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, see you later. Goodbye. Deuces.